Okay, so we will be starting on page 180 on the fourth paragraph where Paul just talked about going to visit Kimrich's mother. So it says, I cannot write that down. This quaking, sobbing woman who shakes me and cries out on me, why are you living then? Why is he dead? Who drowns me in tears and calls out, what are you there for at all, child? Who drops into a chair and wails, did you see him? Did you see him then? How did he die? I tell her he was shot through the heart and died instantaneously. She looks at me. She doubts me. You lie. I know better. I have felt how terribly he died. I have heard his voice at night. I have felt his anguish. Tell the truth. I want to know it. I must know it. No, I say. I was beside him. He died at once. She pleads with me gently. Tell me. You must tell me. I know you want to comfort me. But don't you see? You torment me far more than if you told me the truth. I cannot bear the uncertainty. Tell me how it was, and even though it was terrible, and if it will be far better than what I have to think of if you don't. I will never tell her. She can make mincemeat out of me first. I pity her, but she strikes me as rather stupid all the same. Why doesn't she stop worrying? Kimrich will stay dead whether she knows about it or not. When a man has seen so many dead, he cannot understand any longer why there should be so much anguish over a single individual. So I say rather impatiently, he died immediately. He felt absolutely nothing at all. His face was quite calm. So in this part, they're talking about how, his mother obviously is very upset about her son's death, but she wants to know exactly how her son died. But Paul will not tell her the truth. He has seen and witnessed so much death that in his mind he's thinking he's dead, that's not going to change anything. So he just says, that he died instantly just to help his mother feel better. She is silent. Then I say slowly, you'll swear to it? Yes. But everything that is sacred to you? Good God, what is there that is sacred to me? No, such things change pretty quickly with us. Yes, he died at once. Are you willing to never come back yourself if it isn't true? May I never come back if he wasn't killed instantaneously. I would swear to anything, because she seems to believe me. She moans and weeps steadily. I have to tell how it happened, so I invent a story, and I almost believe it myself. So again, Paul has just swore to Kimrich's mother that Kimrich died instantly. And she says, you swear. So she's saying, if you swear and you lie, you promise to never come back. As I leave, she kisses me and gives me a picture of him. In his recruit's uniform, he leans on a round, rustic table with legs made of birch branches. Behind him, a wood is painted on a curtain, and on the table stands a mug of beer. It is the last evening at home. Everyone is silent. I go to bed early. I seize the pillow, press it against myself, and bury my head in it. Who knows if I will ever lie in a feather bed again? Late in the night, my mother comes to my room. She thinks I am asleep, so I pretend to be. To talk, to stay awake with one another, it is too hard. So again, in this scene, Paul is pretending to be asleep to avoid talking to his mother. He thinks it's hard for him to talk to his family knowing of what he has gone through. And he, if they were to ask, he would have a hard time explaining what he's been through. She sits long into the night, although she is in pain and often writhes. At last, I bear it no longer and pretend I have just wakened up. Go and sleep, mother. You will catch cold here. I can sleep enough later, she says. I sit up. I don't go straight back to the front, mother. I have to do 4 weeks at the training camp. I may come over from here one Sunday, perhaps. She is silent. Then she asks gently, are you much afraid? No, mother. I would like to tell you to be on your guard against the women out in France. They are no good. So again, Paul is trying to kind of comfort his mother because she's worried about him. And he just says, I'm going to training camp. It's fine. I can possibly still come back to visit. Ah, mother, mother, you still think I'm a child. Why can I not put my head in your lap and weep? Why have I always to be so strong and self-controlled? I would like to weep and be confronted too, indeed. I am little more than a child. In the wardrobe still hangs short boy's trousers. It is such a little time ago. Why is it over? Where we are, there aren't any women, mother, I say calmly as I can. And be very careful at the front, Paul. Ah, mother, mother, why do I not take you in my arms and die with you? What poor wretches we are. Yes, mother, I will. I will pray for you every day, Paul. Ah, mother, mother, let us rise up and go out, back through the years, where the burden of all this misery lies on us no more, back to you and me alone, mother. Perhaps you can get a job that is not so dangerous. Yes, mother, perhaps I can get into the cookhouse. That can be easily done. You do it then? And if others say anything? That won't worry me, mother, she sighs. Her face is white gleam in the darkness. Now, you must go to sleep, mother. She does not reply. I get up and wrap my cover around her shoulders. She supports herself on my arm. She is in pain, and so I take her to her room. I stay with her a little while. So remember, Paul's mother, they believe she is suffering from cancer, so she is not very well. Okay, so she's in a lot of pain. And you must get well again, mother, before I come back. Yes, yes, my child. You ought not to send your things to me, mother. We have plenty to eat out there. You can make much better use of them here. How destitute she lies there in her bed, that loves me more than all the world. As I am about to leave, she says hastily, I have 2 pairs of underpants for you. They are all wool. They will keep you warm. You must not forget them in your pack. Ah, mother, I know these underpants have cost you in waiting and walking and begging. Ah, mother, mother, how can it be that I must part from you? Who else is there that has any claim on me but you? Here I sit, and there you are lying. We have so much to say, and shall never say it. So kind of in this situation, he's talking about, I think his mother wants to say something, and he wants to talk to her about it, but they both know that they'll never have that conversation about war. Good night, mother. Good night, my child. The room is dark. I hear my mother's breathing and the ticking of the clock. Outside the window, the wind blows and the chestnut trees rustle. On the landing, I stumble over my pack, which lies there already made up because I have to leave early in the morning. I bite into my pillow. I grasp the iron rods of my bed with my fist. I ought never to come home here. Out there, I was indifferent and often hopeless. I will never be able to be so again. I was a soldier, and now I am nothing but an agony for myself, for my mother, for everything that is so comfortless and without end. I ought never to have come on leave. So right before Paul is about to leave in the morning, he thinks to himself, I should not have come home. He feels that, he has that part of him that feels like, this home is foreign to him. But, seeing his mother and being at home, he realizes that he shouldn't have come home. He should have stayed on the front.